Part 1: Objectives, Methodology, and Logistics. Do the attitudes toward sorority life impact recruitment for undergraduate sorority membership? The survey objective for our client, Alpha Epsilon Phi sorority, was to provide demographic and opinion data for a recruitment drive for the upcoming fall semester. The resulting data will be used to update and generate different public relations strategies for garnering freshman and transfer student recruits to the Alpha Epsilon Phi sorority. The survey objective for our client Alpha Epsilon Phi sorority was to provide the demographic and opinion data for a recruitment drive in the upcoming fall 2014 semester. In order to achieve the desired results, the sorority survey had the following goals: capture a targeted sample of female students with the Buffalo State campus, collected demographic data about all women surveyed, collect data on perceived stereotypes of sororities, and capture data from sorority members and non-members regarding sorority impact on students. The survey data collection was conducted in one phase in the fall 2013. Beginning in November, 3 designers of the survey requested 150 young women to participate in the survey, which were distributed at the Buffalo State campus. A complete list of survey data can be found in Appendix A of your printed out copy. The survey universe was defined as all female undergraduate students attending Buffalo State College. According to the data from Buffalo State College Office of Institutional Research, there are 5,285 female students who attend Buffalo State College as undergraduate students. The sample of the sorority survey was drawn from this universe. Within the campus, a targeted sample of undergraduate female students was surveyed. Findings presented in this report are based on the aggregate data totaling 154 samples. Findings presented in this report are based on the aggregate data of 154 students sampled. For the 154 females who were surveyed with a population size of 5,285, using the margin of error calculator found online at www.checkmarket.com, these aggregate data have a confidence level of 95% and a margin of 7.78%. The 154 sample female students were used to represent all 5,285 female undergraduate students in the study area.
The majority of respondents indicated they were between the ages of 21 and 24 years old, which were 71 and 46%, followed by 18 to 20-year-olds, 54 of them, which indicated 29%, and 24 years or older at 29 and 18%. The majority of our respondents indicated that their highest level of education completed was a high school diploma at 49%, followed by an associate's degree at 28%, bachelor's degree at 16%, and a master's degree at 4.2%. The majority of our respondents also indicated they live independently off campus at 43%, followed by those that live with their parents, 31%, and those that live on campus at 27%. "53% of respondents said they are not currently involved with a sorority or know someone that it is. Of these respondents, the majority indicated their highest level of education completed was a high school diploma at 50%, followed by an associate's degree at 33% and a bachelor's degree at 15%, followed lastly by a master's degree at 1.2%. Sororities and negative stigma. The majority of respondents agree that sororities have a negative stigma attached to them, coming in at 43%, followed by strongly agree at 31%, disagree 22%, and lastly, strongly disagree at 4%. The majority of respondents disagree that sorority members often have a lower GPA than students that are not in sororities. 60% of those surveyed agreed with that, followed by agree at 21%, strongly disagree at 13%, and strongly agree at 4%. The majority of respondents believe that sororities have a positive impact on its members at 70%, followed by do not have any impact on its members, coming in at 20%, and have a negative impact on its members at 9%. Most respondents believe that graduation rates among sorority members compared to those that are not in sororities are higher. That came in at 47%, followed by about the same, 36%, and lower, 16%. The majority of respondents believe that sororities monitor the grades of its members. That came in at 56%, followed by do not monitor the grades of its members at 43%. Most of the respondents agree that sorority members are a valuable resource to their communities at 48%, followed by disagree, 25%, strongly agree, 24%, and strongly disagree, 1%. The majority of respondents agree that sorority membership enhances one's college experience at 42%, followed by strongly agree, 29%, disagree, 20%, and strongly disagree, 7%.
Conclusion and recommendations. After extensive research regarding the attitudes and views towards sorority life, clear inferences have been drawn. Although our respondents agree that sororities have a negative stigma attached to them, it cannot be denied that their participation in the community is positive. Although nearly half of the participants agree that sororities are plagued with a negative stigma, the same amount of respondents agree that they have a positive impact on the community. It's suggested that our client, Alpha Epsilon Phi, continue their community service efforts in an attempt to raise those numbers to more than half. Buffalo State has 5,285 female students. Only 6% of them are active members of a sorority. Our research indicates that 53% of these women are in no way involved with the sorority. This staggering statistic impacts Alpha Epsilon Phi, one of the 3 chapters that belong to the National Pan-Hellenic Conference. The combined membership for the 3 sororities in the conference is 67. That means that a mere 0.01% of Buffalo State campus is involved with the National Pan-Hellenic Conference. Alpha Epsilon Phi is clearly missing out on the 46% of women at Buffalo State that fit the demographic for recruitment into the sorority. There are multiple shortcomings that can be attributed to the low membership numbers, and recruitment tops the list. Traveling educational consultants are available to each national sorority and should be urged to visit the college during crucial recruitment times. Recruitment can be argued as one of the most important parts of improving sorority life on campus, however, it's often overlooked. Retention influences graduation, which, according to our survey, 47% of the participants believe that graduation rates among sorority members compared to those that are not in sororities are higher. This statistic can be used as a benefit to those contemplating joining a sorority. The attitudes and beliefs pertaining to sorority members' grades can be used in recruitment and retention. The majority of the respondents disagree that sorority members often have a lower GPA than students that are not in sororities. In fact, sorority members do have higher grades than non-sorority members. Alpha Epsilon Phi's policy especially requires mandatory library hours each week and reflects in survey data. 56% of the participants believe that the sororities do indeed monitor their members' grades. Higher grades combined with a structured learning environment are selling points to sorority life for potential recruits. Overall, 70% of the participants said that sororities have a positive impact on its members. 42% believe that sororities enhance their members' college experience. The survey and analysis clearly indicates that Buffalo State female students believe that sororities are a positive influence on campus and the surrounding community. Although sororities desire their membership numbers to be larger, it's encouraging that outsiders see their hard work and dedication. That in itself should be an accomplishment for the sororities that are active at Buffalo State.